guess something I'm thinking about maybe most today, this morning. From reading and looking through stuff and stuff that I'm doing is, I guess it could boil down to the idea of control. And perhaps movement, how do you change up the way you do things as a community? And I think it has to do with giving up that control, and that the binding thing, the common thing, the communal, the public thing, I guess, is that people are good and that you're going to trust that. Because there is no way that you can have some entity that manages everything. But it seems like you can have an understanding that your main focus is to seek understanding. So I guess more spaces of permission, more people believing they can think for themselves, more freedom to do that, with the understanding that we all come together for more understanding on a regular basis. Because there are so many facets, and people have their little niches, and if we would just trust their expertise in those places, we'd be much better off than the way we most often are now, to where we're not doing stuff because we're trusting people to take care of stuff with their expertise. Instead, we're debating. It's almost like I can hear Richard Feynman, where we're focused now on the pleasure of but it's like we're spending all our time trying to figure things out instead of trying to find things out. And his words that I keep hearing is the pleasure of finding things out. And another way to say that is that we spend so much time on theory instead of practicing it or prototyping it. So if our commonality is an understanding that we will seek understanding by an ongoing conversation and an ongoing conversation in order to hear other stories. If there's not just one story, the one that we saw, we need to hear. Every actor has a reason. I don't know. So it's almost like do more talk about it. And I'm sure there's, good balance in there somewhere. It seems like right now we talk about everything and don't do much. Because we're afraid to do. If there was more trust going on, we would all experiment more. And we'd be more in the mindset of tacit knowledge and grokness when we came together. So, a lot of this came from Be the Solution by Strong and Mackey. And the part I'm reading now is about kind of this very thing about how do you have a public? How do you help people get their thing done without having their thing becoming a monopoly? So that, just with taxes, us mindlessly paying taxes to things that aren't even in use anymore. So paying more attention to people, less attention to policy. Doing more. It's very simple and craziness in my head, but I zoom out because I really do like little snippets. I think we do better if it's this limit, going out to this limit of small things. Such as even thinking of a day, and not that everyone has to do it this way, but you get up and do work, and then hang out in the evening and talk about what worked and what didn't, and how we could do better the next day. Self-reflection, doing, group reflection. As opposed to